Hello, let us take up an application based, a real life application based trigonometry question from class 10 mathematics. Now, this is relevant to IGCSE, IB, SAT, ICSE as well as CBSE. Let us understand the problem scenario. Assuming that there is a researcher named Sarah conducting wildlife conservation survey in a national park, having an equipment with 4K thermal imaging. Now this particular drone is having a maximum altitude of 120 meters above the ground. Let us assume for reference that the jeep is moving with a constant speed of 12 meters per second and the drone and jeep are moving in the same direction. Let us use the trigonometric principles to understand each and every question and solve them. Let us take the first question. Now here Dr. Sarah has stopped the drone at a horizontal distance of 5√3 meter from the top of a giant SEQUOIA tree at a vertical distance of 65 meter below its maximum vertical range. Oh, lots to understand here. Observe. Now, horizontal distance of 5√3 from the top of a giant SEQUOIA tree. I will take AB to be that tree, and horizontal distance C is the point of the ground, because if the angle of elevation of the drone from the top of the tree, this is the top of the tree, from the top of the tree, what would be the angle of elevation of the drone? That is 30 degrees. They have mentioned it, right? And they've clearly mentioned that the drone is at a vertical distance of 65 meter below its maximum vertical range. As we know the maximum altitude of drone to be 120 meter, this is the maximum altitude of the drone, that is 120 meter. Now, from its maximum range, the drone is 65 meter below. What does it mean? So what is the distance of this drone from the ground? That distance would be 120 minus 65. That distance would be 55 meter from the ground. Let h be the height of this tree. Therefore, AB and DE both will be h. What would be CD? This is 55 and this is h. So CD would be 55 minus h. I hope these things are absolutely clear. Let us proceed. From this triangle CDA, I know CD, which is 55 minus h. I know AD, which is 5√3. I know the angle 30 degree. I can apply tan 30. I'll get CD by AD, opposite by adjacent, and I'm going to calculate h. Right? So what will be h? I can see that tan 30 is 55 minus h divided by 5√3. h is 55 minus 5, which is 50 meters. The height of the SEQUOIA tree is 50 meters. I hope you've understood. Let us move to question 2. The question 2 says that the drone was flying at a height of 30√3 meters. We can say that it's a constant height of 30√3 meters at a constant speed in the horizontal direction when it spotted a zebra near a pond right below the drone. Let us consider a zebra here, which is right below the drone. Let the initial point of the drone be at point A. Now the drone has traveled for 30 meters from there and it could see the zebra at the same place. Now the drone has traveled 30 meters from A to B. When the drone reached B, the zebra was at the same point C. Now the angle of depression of the drone from the zebra is theta. I am going to take this angle as theta, which is the angle of depression of the drone from the initial point of zebra. Now we are supposed to find this angle of depression theta. It's quite easy, as we can apply tan theta from this triangle ABC. That would be opposite 30 root 3 by adjacent 30. Tan theta would be 30 root 3 by 30. 30 and 30 cancel and tan theta equals root 3. I've mentioned here opposite by adjacent 30 root 3 by 30 and tan theta equals root 3. That gives me theta equals 60 degree. Therefore, the angle of depression of the drone, angle of depression from the drone to the zebra is 60 degree. Let us go for the next one. After 2 minutes of the starting of the expedition, both the drone and the jeep stopped at the same moment to capture images. After 2 minutes, that is after 120 seconds. After 120 seconds, they both traveled for 120 seconds and they stopped at the same moment. At this point, the drone is 120 meter horizontally away from the starting point and 50 meter vertically above the ground. Therefore, let me take a coordinate axis to represent this. 120 meter horizontally from the starting point. Let me take the starting point as origin. 120 meter horizontally and 50 meter vertically. Find the average speed of the drone. Now I know the coordinates of point C, that is 120, 50. What would be the distance from O to C? Applying distance formula, I can get root of 120 square plus 50 square or Pythagoras theorem, right? I can arrive at the distance of the drone from its initial point. Once I get the distance of the drone from its initial point, which is 130 in this case, I can simply do the speed will be distance by time, that would be 130 by 120. So that would be 13 by 12. That would come out to be 1.08 meter per second. Right? This would be my speed. I simply did distance by time. Time is known, 120 seconds. Distance is to be calculated. We easily did it using Pythagoras theorem. Let me show the same calculation in the next slide. So the distance would be root of 120 square plus 50 square. That would be 14,400 plus 2,500, root of 6,900. That is 130 meter. And average speed is distance by time, 130 by 120, 1.08 meter per second. That's the average speed of the drone. I hope you have understood this. Let's go for the next one. Now, at one point during the expedition, Dr. Sarah kept the drone stationary at a height 100 meter. Now the drone is stationary at a height 100 meter to capture images of a Bengal tiger. The angle of depression of the drone to the tiger changed from 45 to 30 in 6 seconds, only because the tiger was initially at point C and now the tiger moved away to point D. As the tiger moved away, what was the average speed of the tiger? Now they are asking, what's the average speed of the tiger? The tiger covered a distance x. When it covered a distance x, it moved from point C to D. When it moved from point C to D, the angle of depression changed from 45 to 30. I need to calculate the distance, that is x, and from the figure drawn, it would be d2 minus d1, that would be x. And I know the time it took to move from C to D, that is 6 seconds. I can simply do distance by time to get the speed of the tiger. Right? Let me show the same calculation. I would take the triangle ABC first and apply tan 45. That would be 100 by D1. From there, I will get D1. I would take the triangle DAB and apply tan 30. That would give me 100 by D2. From there, I would get D2. Then I would do D2 minus D1 to get X. Tan 45, 100 by D1, D1 would be 100. Tan 30, 100 by D2, D2 would be 100 root 3. Taking root 3 as 1.732 into 100, that would be 173.2. What would be the distance traveled by tiger? That would be 173.2 minus 100, 73.21 meter. This is nothing but x. So the speed would be x by t, that is x by 6, that is 73.21 by 6. That would be 12.2 meter per second. In kilometer per hour, to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour, I can simply write it as 12.2 into 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. That is 12.2 into 3.6 kilometer per hour. That would give me 43.9 kilometer per hour. That would be the speed of tiger. For more such application-based trigonometry questions and in general unique interesting questions from mathematics, please subscribe to MathFeeQuest 45. If you have liked this video, please share it to all your friends and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.